shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bang.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Down. 8 reads.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready,
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 50. Check 50.
Leo. Say go.
They'll run with Jackson, and he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, wahoo.
57.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
And with the play clock as we step it.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up this magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, 4 down.
Big rip.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Christian, travel.
Check 52. Check 3. Check 24. Check 24.
25. Hey, Sam off.
A first down carry for Davis. Into the secondary again. And down right around the 37. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Spill.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. We got 4.
5. 5.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I3. 218. Chopper. Go.
Switch gears.
Now.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 12-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete, so he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
4 down. Safe.
Bravo. They go.
Elway now off of play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Broncos' 23-yard line. Here we go. 30 base. You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 6-6, pull it high. 5.
Now Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Chopper!
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Delayed give to Foster. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch 30. Ready.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the set.
41. Blue down.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Now Elway. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill. Turn up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
61 matchbox. Go.
On first down, Davis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 14-yard line. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
50 seconds to Mike. Squish, double. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make the
General West.
Check 30.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, Charlie.
87.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jackson, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Don't say nothing.
Bang, 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 bang.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Raiders punter now. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or.
There's a party now. There's a party now.
Hey, Zoo.
57's the mic. Right 57. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Let's get it.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st down, Jackson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Davis running right. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Davis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
On the carry, it's Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. 10 over.
2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Go.
On 2nd down, Elway. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
8-3.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go again with Davis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Elway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23.
Single, single. Single, single.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
Out of the gun, Elway. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll run on first down. It's Davis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
70, Indy.
Double time.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Play action. It's Elway. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Cooper was the target there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Davis. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Davis. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Elway. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 60 outlaw.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let it. Mike, 57. Bound to lose one. Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Shoot.
Back to throw here. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught by Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they are able to cut into that lead. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They'll drop to throw, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, it's Davis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 8-3.
Two times. Everyone got 4 down.
Let's go.
Foster on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
80 weapon.
They'll go again with Foster. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
132 fighter.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.